Hey everybody, what's going on? Adam Egger here, and welcome to part 5 of my Nintendo 64 collection. This is a continuation, not my entire collection. Please check out parts 1, 2, 3, and 4. I will put them probably up there. Hopefully that's the right side of the screen, because that's where I like it to be. So, this is a continuation. So, here we go. We got Bass Hunter 64. It's a fishing game. You fish. Fishing is fun. You like to fish. Not as good as the Dreamcast games. Big Mountain. Yeah, fuck you, man. It's a subpar snowboarding game. It's alright, but meh. BioFreaks, because for some reason, I've had this since part 1, but I've never put it in there. It's just, I always fucking forget it. I don't know why. I keep thinking that it's been in there, but it hasn't been. And maybe it has been, and I'm confused. But I don't know. It's in my box of things to do. Dark Rift. This is a head-to-head fighter. I'm pretty sure it's a head-to-head fighter. Decently decent. Deadly Arts. This is basically Konami's take on Darkstalkers. Pretty good head-to-head fighter. Worth the $3 I paid for it. Excitebike 64. This is a pretty good racing game. Not a lot of bike racing games. I do have another bike racing game in here, but yeah, it's pretty good. And it's first party, so you should probably get it. $1 for that I was pretty excited. But yeah, it's a good game, even if you got paid $5 for it. Fighter's Destiny. This is the prequel to Fighter Destiny 2. So there's apparently more fighters in the first one, but whatever. Head-to-head fighting game. Really complex moves and stuff like that. This is Forsaken, the PAL edition. The only reason I have this in, because I have other PAL games that I have dupes of, but this actually has different card art, so I decided to put it in. So that is the European card art for Forsaken 64. Gex 3, Deep Cover Gecko. This was a good one to have. This one took me a little while to have. Good platforming action. Good comedy. Harvest Moon 64, finally found that for a price I was willing to pay for it. You can play this till you die, basically. So even if you do gotta pay the 40 or something bucks they're asking for it, if you're a Harvest Moon fan, it's totally fucking worth it, because there is a lot to fucking do in that. Hydro Thunder, probably not as good as the Dreamcast, and definitely not as good as the arcade version, but still pretty fucking fun. Here is Top Gear Hyperbike. I haven't played this yet, but it's a game I didn't have. It was under $5. So, and it's a bike game, not many bike games. Indiana Jones and the Infernal Machine. I haven't played this yet either. I hear it's really good. You actually get to use the joystick for your whip attacks. I've read the manual because I actually got it complete with the manual. Well, not complete in box, but I got it with the manual, so it looks pretty good. Haven't had time to play that yet. Magical Tetris Challenge. This is Tetris with Disney characters in it and stuff like that. The only downside to this is there's no save feature, so when you're going through story mode, you gotta go all the way through the story mode. Micro Machines 64 Turbo. I believe there is Micro Machine 64, not Turbo, but I'll have to double check that. A little racing game. Pretty good. Racing games in 64 seem to go pretty good. Mission Impossible, haven't played it yet. Hear it's shit. Not really looking forward to playing it. Paid too much for it. Offroad Challenge, this one is pretty fun. Usually Midway and arcade games are pretty good. Rakuga Kids. This is from Europe. This was only released in Europe and Japan, so I got this imported from Europe. It's I haven't played this yet, but as far as I know, it's a head-to-head fighter that looks like the characters are drawn by a 5-year-old. And yes, I said that in my package video, but I have no idea what else to say about it because I didn't take the time to play it because I'm busting all this shit out as fast as I can. Rat Attack. This was what I was looking for a while. This one is pretty fun. It's kind of like a puzzle-based game where you're a cat and you chase after these rats and you try to get them stuck in these little squares that you make with your feline companions. So yeah, it's a pretty neat puzzle game. When I played it on Twitch, a lot of people wanted to get it, so I'm guessing it looks interesting. Spider-Man, I don't know if it was the Nintendo 64 version or the PlayStation 1 version that I played, but it was really good and fucking crazy. So I was excited to get this and in decent shape, because that's one of those games you cannot find in decent shape. Star Wars Episode 1, Battle of Naboo. I have no idea what this is. I needed it for the collection. Finally found it under $5, bought it. StarCraft 64. Now this one cost me a pretty fucking penny. I'm not sure how it plays, but I know that it's quite a big franchise, especially now, and it's got the big Blizzard logo right there, so that was one of the more expensive games that I had to get. Starshot, Space Circus Fever. This is a platformer. It's got a lot of really good mechanics, but there's so many different mechanics that it kind of makes it hard to enjoy. But it's worth picking up if you like platformers. Taz Express. This is the only PAL exclusive Nintendo 64 game that I can think of. It's kind of like a platformer, I guess, and you kind of deliver crates. I've seen, there's like one gameplay video that I've seen of it, so I'm excited to have this. Big thanks to Donovan Viper for helping me get that, because he's over there, so we can get this shit. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2. I don't have the third one yet, but fuck, I need it. Last time I saw it was really expensive, but yeah, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2. Skateboarding. Track and Field 2000, not sure how this plays like. It was in a dollar bin, so I bought it because, I like the 64. I might enjoy it, I don't know. Xena. This game is fucking ridiculous. I've seen this anywhere between, well, now $3, which is what I paid for it, and $20. And complete in box is about $14, and I didn't want to fucking pay that, so I don't know if it's any good. It's by Titus, so probably not. I got a couple of imports here. These are Japanese imports. I wrote it on the top here, Choro Q, which is an awesome racing game. This didn't come cheap, but it's really fun. You get to barrel roll in Volkswagen Bugs. So that's pretty cool. This, I believe, is just called Baseball 64. I could be wrong. But yeah, it's a baseball game. It's not too bad because it's all cartoony nice. This is really confusing to play in Japanese, but this is Tamagotchi. There may be a subtitle, I don't know. But it's a Tamagotchi game for the Nintendo 64. I don't know if there was only one or not, because it's really hard to find gameplay when you can't write in characters and shit. But Tamagotchi, I like Tamagotchi. It's good shit. They're all cute and adorable and shit. So box games, let's see. We got Kirby 64, the Crystal Shards. And I think I ended up only paying $25, which was the original price on this. And I got it part of a buy two, get one free. Golden Nugget, complete in box. Well, you know Kirby. I hope you know Kirby. It's a Kirby game. It's awesome. It's kind of like Kirby's Dream Land 3. Golden Nugget 64. This is like a free-roaming casino game. It's really not that terrible. Damn well worth the price I paid for it. Powerpuff Girls Chemical Extraction. I have this on the PlayStation, but I want to have a 64 because I like the 64. It's kind of like Power Stone with Powerpuffs. Power Stone Girls, if you will. Resident Evil 2. This I got with the Kirby Superstar, and I think I got knocked down 25 as well, so they were both 25, and then I got a free game, which was actually StarCraft. But yeah, so I was excited to have this complete in box. Resident Evil 2 was pretty much the only one I played because it was the only one on the 64. Star Wars Rogue Squadron, and yes, unfortunately I paid that price for it, but it was complete in box, and I know that there are collectors for both 64 and Star Wars, so usually when I see these, I snatch them up. Star Wars Shadow of the Empire, $10. This one I played because I remember you get to be in the ship and you get to wrap up those big fucking crawly robot monsters in the fucking snow level. It's part of a movie, but I'm not a big fan of the movie, so I don't know. The new Tetris. This game is fucking insane. I don't know what to say about it besides it's fucking insane. 4-player simultaneous gameplay. Fucking amazing. Maybe my favorite Tetris. Classic Tetris type game. Tetris Sphere, on the other hand, this game is fucking brilliant. This complete in box was definitely worth the price of admission. Amazing fucking game, and we have a tutorial for the first 100 levels, I believe. So if you get this game and need some help, watch the fucking tutorials. Great fucking series. And my only import complete in box is Puyo Puyo Sun, another puzzle game. Big fan of the Puyo Puyo series. You may be familiar with Kirby's Avalanche or Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, but this Puyo Puyo has been around for like 25 years. It's a great fucking puzzle game. It's been cloned countless times. This is great. This is Japanese fucking box. It's great. It's actually better quality than our boxes, which just sounds like I'm being a dick, but it's not. They get these nice plastic instead of the cardboard inserts we get. So yeah, that is minty mints. I love it. So, yes, there's some big titles I still need to get, some first titles I still need to get, but that'll come in part 5. Make sure, or part 6, because this is part 5, make sure to check out parts 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 4 was well, but the original trilogy was good, but if you don't see a fucking game, don't go, what the fuck, you don't have Zelda? Check the other fucking parts. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed it. Please comment, share your Nintendo 64 experiences, watch the other parts. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time. can't believe I forgot Sin and Punishment. Sin and Punishment was the first import Nintendo 64 game I got, and being such, I put it somewhere special. So that's kind of why I forgot about it. But I didn't want to upload Part 5 here and not have this. So there it is, Sin and Punishment. Great fucking game. The Virtual Console version drove it down in price, so I was able to get it for pretty cheap. Really good condition. Really awesome game. Check it out. Treasure. Good shit. Check out the other parts. Make sure you subscribe. Do all that stuff. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you later.